There's a force at work in this world, one that draws us together, that makes our hearts race, our palms sweat, our thoughts linger on a single name. It's as old as time itself, and yet we still struggle to understand it. Attraction, a mysterious, invisible thread that connects two souls. But what if I told you it's not just magic? What if I told you there's a science behind why we fall for certain people? Today we embark on a journey, one that takes us deep into the mind, the body, and the very nature of human connection. Chemistry is more than just a feeling, it's a biological reaction, a carefully orchestrated dance of neurotransmitters that makes attraction feel so powerful. When we meet someone who excites us, our brain releases a surge of dopamine, the chemical responsible for pleasure and reward. This is the same neurotransmitter that fuels addiction, which is why falling for someone can feel so exhilarating, almost intoxicating. At the same time, oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, begins to flow, creating a sense of closeness and trust. This chemical is especially strong during physical touch, which is why a simple hug or a brush of the hand can make emotions deepen. Serotonin, another key player, affects mood and obsession. When we're attracted to someone, serotonin levels can actually drop, similar to what happens in cases of obsessive-compulsive disorder, making us think about that person constantly. Meanwhile, adrenaline kicks in, making our hearts race and our palms sweat when we're near them. All of these reactions combine to create the intoxicating rush we call attraction. It's not just in your head. Love is quite literally a chemical reaction. Attraction isn't just about what we see, it's also about what we smell, even if we don't realize it. Deep within our subconscious, our bodies communicate through pheromones, chemical signals that influence our attraction to others. These scent-based messages are undetectable to our conscious mind, but they play a crucial role in who we find attractive. Research shows that humans are naturally drawn to partners with a different set of immune system genes, specifically those in the major histocompatibility complex MHC. This genetic diversity enhances the immune strength of potential offspring, making it an evolutionary advantage. Pheromones act as silent matchmakers, subtly guiding us toward partners who are biologically compatible. Studies have even found that people can instinctively prefer the natural scent of someone whose immune system complements their own. This explains why we might feel an unexplainable pull towards someone without fully understanding why. While modern society relies heavily on visual attraction, our sense of smell remains an ancient hidden force shaping our romantic connection. In the end, love is not only about what we see or hear, it's also about what we unconsciously sense. The eyes do more than just see, they communicate, captivate, and connect. When two people lock eyes, something profound happens beneath the surface. Scientific studies have shown that prolonged eye contact can create a sense of intimacy, triggering the release of oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for bonding between parents and children. This chemical response strengthens trust and deepens emotional connection, making the person in front of us feel more familiar and significant. But the power of the eyes goes even further. Pupils dilate when we see something or someone we find attractive. This subtle change is often perceived subconsciously, signaling interest and increasing the likelihood of mutual attraction. Eye contact also plays a key role in nonverbal communication. A lingering gaze can express desire, while a quick glance away can create a sense of mystery. In fact, research suggests that two strangers who engage in deep, uninterrupted eye contact for just a few minutes can develop a sense of closeness even if they've never spoken a word. The eyes have a way of revealing what words cannot. They reflect emotions, convey sincerity, and in moments of true connection, make time feel as if it has slowed. This is why a single glance can be enough to spark attraction, and why people often say they fell in love by simply looking into someone's eyes. Attraction isn't always instant. It often builds over time. The more we see someone, the more we tend to like them. This is known as the mere exposure effect, a psychological phenomenon where repeated encounters with a person make them feel more familiar, comfortable, and appealing. Our brains are wired to seek out what is known and predictable because familiarity creates a sense of safety. This is why we often develop crushes on coworkers, classmates, or friends. Simply being around someone frequently can increase our level of attraction to them. Familiarity also plays a key role in long-term relationships. Studies have shown that people are more likely to form deep emotional bonds with those they see regularly. Over time, we begin to associate their presence with positive emotions, reinforcing our connection. This effect explains why childhood friends sometimes fall in love later in life, or why arranged marriages, which start with little romantic attraction, can grow into deep and lasting love. However, familiarity alone is not enough. There must still be some level of emotional or physical attraction to sustain interest. But it does show that attraction isn't always about instant chemistry. Sometimes the strongest connections are the ones that quietly develop over time, proving that love isn't just about who takes our breath away in a single moment, but who consistently shows up in our lives. The idea that opposites attract is a popular belief, but science tells a different story. While differences can create excitement in the short term, long-term attraction is often built on similarity. Studies have consistently shown that people are more likely to be drawn to those who share their values, interests, personality traits, and even physical features. This is known as assortative mating, the tendency for individuals to seek out partners who are similar to them in meaningful ways. Psychologists believe that similarity creates a sense of validation and security. When we meet someone who shares our beliefs or outlook on life, it reinforces our own perspectives, making us feel understood and accepted. This mutual understanding fosters deeper emotional connections and reduces the likelihood of conflict in a relationship. Shared experiences and hobbies also provide common ground for bonding, making it easier to connect and communicate. Even on a subconscious level, we are drawn to people who resemble us. Some research suggests that we tend to find people with similar facial structures or features more attractive, because they remind us of ourselves or our family members, creating a sense of familiarity. Additionally, couples who have been together for a long time often start to look more alike due to shared expressions, diets, and lifestyles. While some differences can add excitement to a relationship, it's the similarities that create long-term compatibility. The strongest relationships are often built on a foundation of shared values, mutual respect, and a deep sense of understanding, proving that when it comes to love, we aren't really searching for someone completely different from us, but rather someone who reflects the best parts of ourselves. The idea that opposites attract is a romantic notion, but science suggests that similarity, not difference, is the true foundation of lasting attraction. While differences can create an initial spark and a sense of excitement, long-term compatibility is often built on shared traits, values, and experience. This phenomenon is known as assortative mating, the tendency for people to form relationships with those who are similar to them in key aspects, such as personality, intelligence, education level, and even physical appearance. Psychologists have found that similarity plays a crucial role in attraction because it fosters a sense of familiarity and security. When we meet someone who shares our beliefs and interests, it validates our own perspectives, making us feel understood and accepted. This mutual understanding reduces the likelihood of conflict and strengthens emotional bonds. For example, studies show that couples who share similar attitudes on major life issues, such as family values, religion, or political beliefs, tend to have more stable and satisfying relationships. Even at a subconscious level, we are drawn to people who resemble us. Research has found that individuals are often attracted to partners who have similar facial features, voice patterns, or even body language. Some studies suggest that we may be inclined to choose partners who look like ourselves or our parents, as familiarity creates a sense of comfort and trust. Additionally, over time, couples who share a deep emotional connection often begin to mirror each other's mannerisms, expressions, and even speech patterns, reinforcing their bond further. Similarity also plays a significant role in how we interact socially. When we engage with people who have common interests and backgrounds, conversations flow more naturally, and a sense of connection develops effortlessly. This is why friendships often serve as the foundation for romantic relationships. Shared experiences create lasting emotional ties. That's not to say that differences don't matter. A degree of contrast can add excitement and balance to a relationship, encouraging personal growth. However, research suggests that for long-term compatibility, the similarities far outweigh the differences. Love thrives not necessarily because we are drawn to someone completely unlike ourselves, but because we find in them a reflection of our own values, aspirations, and way of seeing the world. Long before words are spoken, the body has already begun the conversation. Attraction is not just about what we say, it's about what we do, often without realizing it. The way we move, the way we position ourselves, and even the smallest unconscious gestures all send signals that others pick up on instinctively. This silent primal language can determine whether we feel a deep connection with someone, or if the spark fades before it even begins. When two people are genuinely interested in each other, they subconsciously begin to copy each other's movements, gestures, and even speech patterns. If one person leans in, the other may do the same. If one crosses their legs, the other might follow. This synchronization creates a sense of connection and rapport, making interactions feel more natural and comfortable. When someone is attracted to another person, they tend to face them directly, keep their arms uncrossed, and maintain relaxed, inviting movements. This openness signals confidence, warmth, and approachability. On the other hand, closed-off body language, crossed arms, turned-away feet, or a lack of eye contact can indicate disinterest or discomfort. A light touch on the arm, a playful nudge, or an accidental brush of the hand can create an immediate sense of closeness. Physical touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which strengthens feelings of trust and intimacy. Even the absence of touch can be telling. If someone avoids physical contact, it can indicate hesitation or a lack of attraction. A lingering gaze can create a strong sense of intimacy, while brief but frequent eye contact can spark intrigue and interest. Studies have shown that sustained eye contact increases attraction by making the brain release dopamine, the same chemical associated with pleasure and excitement. When two people engage in deep, uninterrupted eye contact, it can create an intense emotional connection, sometimes even mimicking the feeling of falling in love. Even subtle changes in voice and breathing patterns can signal attraction. A person's voice may become softer and slower when speaking to someone they like, or they may unconsciously match the other person's tone and speech rhythm. Similarly, when people feel connected, their breathing patterns may synchronize, further reinforcing their bond on a subconscious level. Ultimately, the body speaks volumes before words are ever exchanged. The way we carry ourselves, the way we move, and even the smallest, unconscious gestures all contribute to the chemistry between two people. Attraction isn't just something we feel, it's something we show in ways that science is only beginning to understand. Attraction isn't always about who is available, it's often about who is just out of reach. The thrill of the chase is a psychological phenomenon that makes us desire what we can't immediately have. This isn't just about playing hard to get. It's about how our brains react to uncertainty, challenge, and the pursuit of something that feels just beyond our grasp. One of the key reasons the chase is so exciting is due to dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. When we are in pursuit of someone, whether emotionally or physically, our brain releases high levels of dopamine, creating a feeling of excitement and pleasure. This is the same neurotransmitter associated with addiction, which is why the uncertainty of a romantic pursuit can be so intoxicating. When we finally receive attention or validation from the person we desire, our dopamine levels spike, reinforcing our attraction and making us crave more. Psychologists also refer to the scarcity principle, which suggests that we place a higher value on things that are rare or difficult to obtain. When someone is slightly elusive or selective with their attention, it triggers a deeper interest because our minds perceive them as more valuable. If something is too easy to get, it doesn't feel as special. This is why people are often drawn to those who appear confident, independent, and not overly available. They are seen as a prize to be won rather than something freely given. While initial excitement comes from the pursuit, a relationship cannot survive on uncertainty alone. If someone is constantly distant or uninterested, the attraction fades. The key is creating just enough mystery and challenge to spark desire, while also building real emotional connection. Studies have found that people are most attracted to those who show selective interest, meaning they are warm and engaging, but not overly eager. This creates a dynamic where attraction grows without feeling forced or one-sided. The thrill of the chase also plays into human nature's love for achievement and reward. When we work for something, whether it's a promotion, a goal, or a romantic connection, we value it more. A relationship that is gradually built through shared experiences, effort, and anticipation feels more rewarding than one that happens too easily. People are drawn to excitement, unpredictability, and the idea of earning something valuable. The strongest relationships don't just ignite in an instant, they build over time, fueled by challenge, intrigue, and the sweet reward of finally being with someone who feels worth the pursuit. Attraction isn't just about what we say, it's about how we say it. The human voice is a powerful instrument, capable of conveying emotion, confidence, and even chemistry in ways that words alone cannot. Studies have shown that the tone, pitch, and rhythm of a person's voice play a significant role in attraction, sometimes even more than physical appearance. The way someone speaks can make them instantly more appealing or just as easily push someone away. One of the most well-researched aspects of vocal attraction is pitch. In general, men tend to be more attracted to women with slightly higher-pitched voices, which are often associated with youthfulness, warmth, and femininity. On the other hand, women are typically drawn to deeper, more resonant male voices, which signal confidence, maturity, and even higher testosterone levels. A lower-pitched voice in men is often perceived as more dominant and trustworthy, making it more attractive to potential partners. Beyond pitch, tone and cadence also influence attraction. A warm, smooth, and melodic voice is often more appealing than a monotone or harsh-sounding voice. People who speak with a natural rhythm and variation in their tone tend to come across as more engaging and emotionally expressive. Research has even found that people subconsciously adjust their voice when speaking to someone they're attracted to. For example, men often deepen their voices when talking to a potential romantic interest, while women may soften and slow their speech slightly. Another fascinating aspect of vocal attraction is vocal mirroring. When two people are interested in each other, they often start unconsciously matching each other's speaking patterns, including their speed, intonation, and even the words they use. This synchronization creates a sense of connection and makes conversations feel effortless. It's a subtle sign of chemistry, and it happens naturally when two people are truly engaged with one another. Beyond the voice itself, the way someone laughs can also be a major factor in attraction. A genuine, warm laugh signals happiness, confidence, and an easygoing personality. Studies suggest that men are often drawn to women who laugh at their jokes, while women are more attracted to men who can make them laugh. Shared laughter not only strengthens emotional bonds, but also creates an instant sense of intimacy. Even silence plays a role in vocal attraction. A well-placed pause, a whisper, or a moment of lingering quiet can heighten tension and draw two people closer. The way someone listens, offering thoughtful responses or using soft, affirming sounds can make the other person feel deeply heard and connected. In the end, the voice is more than just sound, it's a window into someone's personality, emotions, and confidence. A single phrase, spoken in the right tone, can spark attraction, deepen intimacy, or even make someone fall in love. The way we speak isn't just about communication, it's about connection. And sometimes it's not what we say that matters most, but how we make the other person feel when we say it. Attraction isn't just about chemistry, appearance, or personality. It's also about timing. The right person at the wrong time can feel like a missed opportunity, while the right timing can turn an ordinary connection into something extraordinary. Timing is one of the most overlooked factors in attraction, yet it plays a crucial role in whether or not two people come together and stay together. Psychologists refer to this as emotional readiness, the idea that we are only capable of forming deep connections when we are in the right state of mind and life circumstances to do so. If someone is emotionally unavailable, recovering from a breakup, or focused on personal growth, even the strongest attraction may not be enough to turn a spark into a lasting relationship. On the other hand, when two people meet at a time when they are both open to love, their chances of forming a meaningful connection increase dramatically. Studies show that people are more likely to be drawn to potential partners when they are in a state of excitement or transition. This explains why romantic connections often form during life changes. Starting college, moving to a new city, or beginning a new job. These moments of change make us more open to new experiences and relationships. The heightened emotions and uncertainty of change can intensify attraction, making a connection feel even more significant. Attraction can fizzle out if things move too fast or too slow. If a relationship accelerates too quickly, one person may feel overwhelmed and pull away. If it moves too slowly, the connection may lose its momentum before it has a chance to deepen. The best relationships often unfold at a pace where both people feel comfortable, allowing attraction, trust, and emotional intimacy to grow naturally. Timing is also influenced by external circumstances. Stress, work demands, personal struggles, or major life events can all impact whether someone is open to a relationship. Sometimes, two people may feel a strong connection, but find that external pressures make it difficult to fully pursue it. This is why certain relationships don't work out the first time, but may rekindle later when circumstances align. Even within moments of interaction, micro-timing plays a role in attraction. A well-timed glance, a perfectly placed pause in conversation, or the right words said at just the right moment can heighten tension and create deeper emotional impact. First impressions are often shaped by timing. Meeting someone when you're in a good mood or confident mindset can make the interaction more memorable and appealing. In the grand scheme of attraction, timing isn't something we can always control, but it is something we can be mindful of. Sometimes the best connections happen when we are least expecting them, and other times we must recognize that waiting for the right moment is better than forcing something before it's ready. Attraction may bring two people together, but it's timing that determines whether they truly stay in each other's lives. Attraction is not just science, it's also mystery. No matter how much we understand about chemistry, psychology, and human behavior, there remains an element of romance that defies explanation. Sometimes we are drawn to someone for reasons we can't fully articulate. Their presence feels magnetic, their absence lingers in our thoughts, and even when logic tells us otherwise, our hearts pull us toward them. This is the mystery we cannot solve, the intangible force behind love and attraction that keeps us searching, yearning, and believing in the magic of connection. One reason attraction feels so mysterious is that it operates on multiple levels: conscious and subconscious, physical and emotional, rational and instinctual. While we may recognize that someone's personality, appearance, or shared interests align with our preference, there are times when attraction strikes unexpectedly. We meet a stranger and feel an instant pull. A simple touch or glance from someone we barely know can send a rush of excitement through us. These moments cannot always be explained by pheromones, body language, or psychological theories alone. Sometimes they just happen, as if fate or something beyond logic is at play. Another layer of mystery comes from the stories we tell ourselves about love. From childhood, we absorb romantic ideals from books, movies, and personal experiences. These stories shape our understanding of attraction, sometimes in ways we are not fully aware of. We might be drawn to people who remind us of someone from our past, or who fit an unconscious vision of what love should feel like. Sometimes we chase the thrill of uncertainty, believing that love must be dramatic or difficult to be real. Other times we find ourselves irresistibly drawn to someone whose presence simply feels like home. The unpredictability of attraction is also what makes it so exhilarating. If love were purely scientific, predictable, and easily controlled, it would lose the magic that makes it so profound. The fact that we cannot fully understand why we fall for certain people or why they fall for us adds to the excitement, the anticipation, and the deep emotional weight of romantic connections. It's what makes love worth pursuing, even when it comes with risks and uncertainty. Perhaps the greatest mystery of attraction is that it does not always follow reason. We may be drawn to someone who is entirely different from what we thought we wanted. We may feel an intense connection with a person at the wrong time, in the wrong place, or under circumstances that make no logical sense. And yet, despite all of this, we still fall. Attraction is a blend of biology, psychology, and something beyond explanation. Something that makes every love story unique. No matter how much science uncovers, there will always be an element of love that remains just out of reach. A question without a definitive answer. And perhaps that is the most beautiful part of it all. The mystery of attraction is what keeps us searching, keeps us believing, and keeps us open to the possibility that at any moment we might meet someone who changes everything. Attraction may be shaped by science, but love is lived through experience. It is unpredictable, powerful, and deeply personal. While we may never fully understand why we fall for certain people, that mystery is what makes the journey so extraordinary. So don't overanalyze every spark or question every connection. Embrace the excitement, the uncertainty, and the magic of human connection. Keep your heart open, trust the timing of your life, and know that the right people will find you when you are ready for them. Love isn't just something to chase, it's something to become, someone worthy of the love you desire. So go out there, live boldly, love fearlessly, and let the mystery of attraction work its wonders in your life.